Have you ever felt like your mind isn't as sharp as it used to be? Maybe you walk into a room and forget what you went in there for, or you find yourself struggling to recall someone's name in the middle of a conversation. It happens to all of us. But here's the good news. Staying mentally active is one of the best ways to keep those brain cells firing and to keep your mind in top shape as you get older. Just like your body, your brain needs exercise too. And the best part is, there are so many fun, engaging ways to do it. In this video, we're going to explore 7 brain games and puzzles that can help you stay mentally active and sharp after 60. And these aren't the type of activities that feel like chores. No, we're talking about fun games and exercises that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. By making these activities part of your life, you'll be exercising your brain in ways that keep you sharp, focused, and, most importantly, engaged. Let's dive in and start with the first 2 brain-boosting activities, crossword puzzles and Sudoku. Now, many of you might already be familiar with crosswords, but if you're not, let me tell you, they're an incredible way to keep your brain active. Crossword puzzles are great because they work both sides of your brain. They tap into your verbal skills, helping you recall vocabulary and word associations, and they also challenge your memory. As you work through the clues, you engage your brain in a way that strengthens your recall and your ability to think critically. The sense of satisfaction you get from filling in each blank is an immediate boost for your confidence and cognitive abilities. But here's the best part: crosswords don't have to be overwhelming. You can start with easier puzzles and work your way up to more challenging ones as you gain confidence. Whether you're tackling a daily crossword in the newspaper, a puzzle book, or an app on your phone, there are plenty of ways to fit this habit into your routine. And if you enjoy a little friendly competition, there are even apps that let you compete against others, which can add a fun social element. Then there's Sudoku. If you've never tried Sudoku, think of it as a number-based crossword puzzle, but instead of filling in words, you're working with numbers. The goal is to fill in a grid with numbers from 1 to 9, making sure that each number appears only once in each row, column, and smaller 3x3 grid. It might sound complicated at first, but once you start, you'll find it's a fantastic way to sharpen your logic and problem-solving skills. It helps improve your attention to detail and your ability to focus, both of which are key to keeping your mind agile. Plus, like crosswords, you can start with easier puzzles and gradually take on harder ones as you improve. Sudoku doesn't require any special equipment or materials, and you can easily find puzzles in newspapers, books, or online. There are even apps designed for all levels, so you can play anywhere, anytime. And let's be honest, there's something really satisfying about filling in the last few numbers of a tough Sudoku puzzle, isn't there? All right, now that we've covered 2 great games, let's move on to something a little more creative. I want to introduce you to memory games and brain training apps. Memory games are an amazing way to keep your mind sharp. And the best part is, you don't need anything fancy to play. You can start with something as simple as a deck of cards. A classic memory game is to flip the cards over and try to match pairs, whether you're playing solo or with a friend or family member. This game helps improve your short-term memory, concentration, and recall. By constantly trying to remember the location of the cards and making connections between them, you're exercising your memory muscles in a way that will keep them strong and resilient. You can make memory games more fun by turning them into a challenge. For example, instead of just playing a single round, set a timer and see if you can match all the pairs in a shorter amount of time, or challenge a family member or friend to a friendly competition. The more you play, the better your memory gets. And because these games can be so engaging, you'll hardly even notice you're exercising your brain. If you're looking for something more tech-based, brain training apps are a fantastic option. These apps offer a variety of games designed to work on everything from memory to processing speed to problem-solving skills. Some popular apps like Lumosity, Peak, or Elevate are designed specifically for older adults, providing a range of games that challenge different areas of your brain. Plus, you can track your progress and even compete against yourself, which can make it a bit like a fun puzzle game you're trying to master. The best part, you can do it all on your phone or tablet, so it's portable and easy to fit into your day. Whether you prefer playing a traditional memory game with cards or exploring brain training apps, the key is consistency. Just like with physical exercise, the more regularly you challenge your brain, the better it will perform. And these activities aren't just good for your memory. They also help with other cognitive functions like concentration, attention, and critical thinking. Now that we've explored these games, you might be thinking, these sound fun, but what if I want something a little more social? Well, let's talk about the power of board games and card games. Many of us grew up playing these games with family and friends, and the great thing is that they don't lose their charm as we get older. In fact, playing board games and card games is a wonderful way to keep your mind sharp while also enjoying the social aspect of interacting with others. Games like chess, checkers, Scrabble, and even simple card games like bridge or poker are perfect for engaging your brain. These games require strategic thinking, memory, and problem solving, all of which help you stay mentally active. And beyond the cognitive benefits, playing these games with others gives you an opportunity to socialize, bond with family or friends, and keep a sense of connection. Something we all need for our mental well-being. Let's take chess, for example. It's often called the game of kings for a reason. Chess requires you to think ahead, plan your moves, and anticipate your opponent's next move. It's a game of logic, patience, and strategy, all of which are great for keeping your brain in top shape. If you haven't played in a while, it's never too late to pick up the pieces again, and you'll find that your brain will start clicking in ways it hasn't in years. Plus, it's a game that can be enjoyed by players of all ages, so it's an excellent way to spend time with loved ones. So far, we've covered a lot of fun and stimulating activities, but remember, the key to staying mentally active is mixing things up and making sure you're having fun while doing it. The more variety you introduce into your brain exercises, the more benefits you'll experience. In the next part of this video, we'll continue with some additional games and activities that you can try out, keeping things fresh and exciting. But for now, take a moment to think about how you can fit some of these games into your day. Whether it's doing a crossword in the morning with your coffee or challenging a friend to a game of chess, you're giving your brain the workout it deserves. Keep it up, and soon enough, you'll notice how much sharper and more alert you feel. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm so glad you've stuck with me, and I hope you're feeling excited about all the ways you can keep your brain active. So far, we've covered a lot of ground with fun games like crosswords, Sudoku, memory games, and even board games like chess and Scrabble. These activities are fantastic for keeping your mind sharp and engaged. But I know that sometimes we need a little variety to keep things interesting. So let's dive into a few more brain exercises that can help you stay mentally active as you age. One activity I absolutely love is reading. Now, I'm sure many of you already read books or magazines, but I want to emphasize just how beneficial this is for your brain. Reading isn't just about consuming information. It's about exercising your imagination, your memory, and your ability to focus. When you read, you're often engaging in a process of recalling information from earlier in the story, making predictions about what might happen next, and analyzing the characters or the facts. All of this helps your brain stay sharp. It doesn't even have to be novels or dense non-fiction that you're reading, though those are great options too. Consider reading articles or short stories that interest you. Many seniors I know enjoy reading about history, travel, science, or even inspirational stories. If you're looking for a bit of variety, audiobooks are another fantastic option. You can listen to a great story while you're walking, gardening, or even cooking. Audiobooks stimulate your brain in much the same way reading does, especially when you're paying attention to the plot, characters, and details. Plus, many audiobooks are narrated by wonderful voices that bring the story to life in a whole new way. Reading also gives you an opportunity to expand your vocabulary and learn new things, which are both great ways to keep your mind sharp. And if you're into puzzles, you can always challenge yourself by reading something outside your usual genre. Try a book on a topic you know little about. The effort you put into learning something new engages your brain and enhances your cognitive abilities in powerful ways. Another great brain exercise is learning something new, which can be one of the most exciting ways to stay mentally active. Whether it's picking up a new hobby or mastering a new skill, the act of learning forces your brain to adapt, grow, and form new neural connections. This could be anything from learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or even taking up a new craft or art form like painting, knitting, or woodworking. Each of these activities requires focus, creativity, and problem solving, which is excellent for keeping your brain engaged. Learning a new language, for example, is one of the most effective ways to boost brain function. It challenges your memory, your ability to process new information, and it strengthens your cognitive abilities in general. Plus, it's a great way to feel accomplished and proud of yourself as you continue to learn and improve. There are so many apps and online programs that make learning a language fun and interactive, so you can do it at your own pace. Imagine being able to hold a conversation in a new language after just a few months. What a wonderful way to boost your confidence and keep your brain in shape. Another fun way to stay mentally active is through puzzles and brain teasers. We've talked about crosswords and Sudoku, but there are so many other kinds of puzzles you can try. Jigsaw puzzles, for instance, are a great way to exercise your brain's spatial reasoning and memory. When you work on a jigsaw puzzle, you're constantly analyzing patterns, shapes, and colors, which helps improve your problem-solving skills. It's like giving your brain a workout while also having fun. Plus, there's a real sense of satisfaction when you see the image come together. If you enjoy puzzles but want something more mentally stimulating, try logic puzzles or brain teasers that make you think outside the box. These puzzles often require you to look at things from a new perspective, solving problems in creative ways. You can find these kinds of puzzles in books, online, or even in apps that are specifically designed to challenge your mind. Some great examples include riddles, lateral thinking puzzles, or even puzzle apps that simulate escape rooms, where you solve a series of puzzles to escape a virtual room. All of these help improve critical thinking, memory, and focus, and they can be a lot of fun too. Now, I know we've already touched on memory games and the importance of keeping social connections, but I want to highlight how much social interaction can really benefit your brain. Whether it's chatting with a neighbor, joining a club, or participating in group activities, staying socially engaged is one of the best ways to protect your cognitive health as you age. When you interact with others, your brain is working in a dynamic way. You're listening, processing information, responding, and often recalling memories or information. Plus, being around others can help fight off feelings of loneliness or isolation, which have been shown to negatively affect brain health. Consider joining a local group or activity that interests you, like a book club, gardening group, or even a weekly game night. These gatherings give you the chance to engage your brain while also providing that wonderful social stimulation that we all need to stay happy and healthy. There are so many opportunities out there to connect with others who share similar interests. And being part of a group can offer a sense of belonging that boosts both mental and emotional well-being. The final brain boosting activity I want to share with you is something that you've probably heard about before, but it's so important that it bears repeating: physical exercise. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about mental activities, but it's worth mentioning how important it is to stay physically active as well. Physical exercise has been proven to boost brain health by improving blood flow to the brain, increasing the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the survival of existing neurons and encourages the growth of new ones, and enhancing overall cognitive function. Even something as simple as going for a daily walk can have profound benefits for both your body and your brain. You don't need to run marathons or do intense workouts. Just moving your body regularly through walking, swimming, or even dancing can do wonders for your mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, which are your brain's feel-good chemicals, making you feel happy and more alert. Now, that's a lot of ideas to get you started, and the best part is that you don't have to do everything at once. The key to staying mentally active is consistency and variety. Keep mixing it up with different activities, and you'll start to notice improvements in how sharp, focused, and engaged you feel every day. Stay tuned for the final part of this video, where we'll wrap up all these great brain-boosting activities and leave you with some final tips to stay mentally sharp as you age. Keep up the great work, and remember, your brain is just like any other part of your body. It needs exercise to stay strong. Thank you so much for staying with me through these brain-boosting ideas. By now, I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to dive into some of these fun and engaging activities to keep your mind sharp. Whether it's reading, learning something new, tackling puzzles, or staying socially connected, you have so many wonderful tools at your disposal to keep your brain active. And remember, the key to success is consistency. Just like physical exercise, mental exercise needs to be a regular part of your routine to have lasting benefits. Now that we've covered some fantastic ways to engage your brain, let's talk a little more about how to create a routine that keeps you motivated and helps you stick with these activities over time. It can be easy to fall into the trap of doing the same thing every day, but mixing things up not only keeps things exciting, it also gives your brain the variety it needs to stay sharp. One way to keep things interesting is to set small, achievable goals for yourself. For example, you might decide that you're going to read for 15 minutes every day or complete one crossword puzzle a day. Setting goals like this helps create a sense of accomplishment, which in turn motivates you to keep going. You can also track your progress. Maybe you challenge yourself to learn 10 new words in a foreign language or try a new puzzle each week. Whatever you decide, keeping track of your goals can help you stay on course and feel a sense of pride when you check off each task. Another great tip is to mix physical and mental activities together. Like we talked about earlier, physical exercise is great for your brain, so why not pair it with something mentally stimulating? For example, you could take a walk while listening to an audiobook or a podcast, or practice your language skills while walking around your neighborhood. Getting your body moving while challenging your brain is a great way to double the benefits and have more fun. I've heard of people who love going on memory walks, where they focus on recalling facts, memories, or words while strolling through a park. It's a nice way to mix physical and cognitive health in one activity. Another way to keep your brain active is to stay curious. This may sound simple, but curiosity is a powerful tool. If something sparks your interest, don't be afraid to dive deeper into it. Whether it's learning about a new hobby, researching a topic that's always intrigued you, or trying out a new type of puzzle, curiosity helps keep your mind engaged and constantly seeking new information. For instance, you could learn about a new area of history, start cooking recipes from different cultures, or even explore virtual tours of museums and landmarks around the world. The world is filled with fascinating things, and the more curious you are, the more opportunities you'll have to exercise your brain. And speaking of trying new things, don't forget the importance of socializing. We've already touched on how crucial it is to interact with others for brain health, but it's worth emphasizing just how much fun it can be. Socializing doesn't have to mean attending big events or gatherings. It can be something as simple as having a regular chat with a friend or family member. A lively conversation keeps your mind active, helps improve memory, and provides a sense of emotional connection that's vital for overall well-being. If you enjoy games, you could even set up regular virtual or in-person game nights with friends and family. It's a great way to bond, have fun, and stimulate your brain at the same time. Here's a tip that I find particularly useful. Take breaks. It's easy to think that you have to do brain games for hours at a time to see results. But that's not the case at all. Just like with physical exercise, giving your brain some rest is equally important. Taking breaks between activities allows your brain to process and absorb the information, helping you stay fresh and motivated. You can even practice mindfulness or meditation for a few minutes each day to help clear your mind and give yourself a mental reset. Remember, it's not about pushing your brain to its limits. It's about regular, balanced engagement. In addition to regular brain exercises, there are a few more small habits you can integrate into your day-to-day routine to help maintain mental clarity. For example, try to get enough sleep each night. Sleep is absolutely essential for brain health. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories, forms new neural connections, and clears out toxins that accumulate throughout the day. Without sufficient rest, cognitive function can decline. So, make sure you're getting a good night's sleep, as it plays a big role in keeping your brain sharp. Eating a nutritious diet is also crucial. Foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and omega-3 fatty acids are particularly beneficial for cognitive health. Fish like salmon and sardines, along with walnuts, flax seeds, and leafy greens, are excellent choices for brain-boosting nutrients. And don't forget about staying hydrated. Dehydration can impair brain function, so aim to drink enough water throughout the day to keep your mind and body at their best. Now, I want to leave you with a little reminder. Keeping your brain active isn't a race or a competition. It's a lifelong journey. There's no magic number of hours you need to spend on brain games or mental exercises every week. What matters most is that you enjoy the process and make it a consistent part of your routine. Try out different activities. See what resonates with you, and most importantly, have fun with it. You're never too old to start exercising your brain, and by incorporating some of these fun and easy activities into your day, you can keep your mind sharp and healthy for years to come. I'd love to hear about what brain games and puzzles you enjoy the most. What activities have you found to be particularly effective at keeping your mind sharp? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I always love reading your stories and experiences. And if you've found these tips helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more ideas on staying healthy, active, and vibrant at any age. Thanks for watching, and here's to a lifetime of mental agility, fun, and fulfillment. No matter where you are in your journey, keep your brain engaged, and remember, age is just a number.